Welcome back, vintage gamers. Happy birthday to me. I now am 30. Good Lord. Also, a little hungover, but we can do it. We're practicing for Four Seasons next weekend in Italy. It's going to be a banger. I do look like I will be close to or have enough videos going up so that there should be no down days even when I am not in the country. So that'll be good. Is that a true statement, or is that in fact a true statement? 1, 2 plus today is 3. I just gotta film one more at some point. So not bad. So yeah, we're still just practicing for Four Seasons. I'm probably gonna play PO because that's the deck I enjoy, and when I play in paper, I want to play with the cards that I own, not exactly play with proxies, you know. So I'm just trying to make the best possible PO deck right now. Interesting things in this PO deck are 1 Remora, 1 Lavinia, only 2 Opals, 1 Teferi, 1 Negation, 1 Mindbreak Trap, which are pretty heavy concessions to the fact that we are not among the fastest decks in the format anymore. So you have a little bit of protection against the super combo. And then we are also playing Camball and a Steel Sabotage in the board as well. So should be a fun one. Let's see what we can do here in this vintage challenge. If you'd like to see your deck played on this channel, check out the Patreon link in the description below, where you can find all the information you need to submit a donation deck list. Let's battle. Okay, let's do it. Round 1, vintage challenge. We're up against an entire continent in Antarctica. Let's see what we can do. Their name is Antarctica. This is a little mana heavy, but it contains a mana crypt, which is one of your best combo pieces. Can technically bounce something that is problematic in the beginning. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a keep. It's definitely not among the strongest hands you can keep, but it definitely has ways to turn into a strong hand, so. I mean, my power is all beat up, so it's not like I'm preserving much. They're played and well loved, and will continue to be well loved every once or twice a year. Sure. Yeah. I just don't think it's super necessary. I'm going to a proxy tournament. Nah, we're playing 2019 Esper PO, the most boomer of vintage decks. It's not really, but it's my boomer vintage deck, so. I am going to deploy both of these just to play around Spheres, Lavinias, and that kind of thing. It does technically play into Vigor, but I have Repeal on my Crypt for Vigor, so. Alright, let's see what my opponent has for us here. Bizarre would be bad. Strip Mine is not a big deal. Strip Mine's a weird lead. Strip Mine Mana Crypt, so maybe Shops then. If they like play a 3-ball, what I can do is repeal the Mana Crypt. Cool. They have a Strip Mine, so I'm just going to get a Tundra. This hopefully will put them a little bit behind on this 3-ball, and I still can play spells, so. See what happens. Mentor is probably my best draw, or, I mean, even Tinker is still pretty good. PO, not ideal. One thing we do need to worry about here is the fact that I don't have the main deck Hercules in this build, I believe. I do have a Teferi. I actually used a repeal. It's possible I was supposed to hold the repeal, but I wasn't really like progressing to a spell at that point in the game, right? So it doesn't really make a lot of sense to like hold my land drop and repeal the sphere. If I had a PO in my hand, then I think it makes more sense to do that, but we'll see what we want to do with this PO. Strip Mine Wasteland. Are we just gonna... Oh, we're not gonna hit me at all? Cool. Okay with that. Dress down. So if I tap all my artifacts, I can still replay a Mana Crypt on this turn, and then... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably just worth it. Holy hell. I just draw 3 lands. 3 lands is not even the worst here because it lets me... it doesn't let me do anything. Never mind. It's the worst here. All right. Oh, they're playing mono white. Well, I regret not having Dress Down up. I can tell you that much. Dress Down would be really nice here against like the initiative or something. But it's kind of an interesting keep, I guess. Unfortunately, Dress Down is good against like all of their hate bears except for Trinsphere. Oh, okay. That's probably okay. We are going to have a pretty hard time winning this game, though, so maybe it's just Dooms. I was like thinking we were playing against thought we were going to be playing against Shops, but I guess it was mono white. I guess that makes sense why they didn't wasteland us. Let's play... Yeah, I definitely need to hold up... I guess they can just wasteland me. But I definitely need to make it so they don't get the initiative. They cast the initiative here, because I'm just so far behind. Yeah, it's really going to be tough. Trinisphere is obviously quite strong. Maybe this repeal was greedy, but the repeal definitely did work. Like, it slowed them down in a substantial amount and allowed us to cast a PO. We kind of need something like... we kind of need something like Teferi into PO or something. It might be this turn, too. I think this is just the turn. I feel like this is just... We dress down... How much time do I really have, right? I could take 3, 6, and 8, 9. I don't really think this gets better for me. So... Let's just dress down and then try to draw into, like, Teferi plus combo kill. Yeah. Mystical. Yeah, I'll be in Italy next week. Be fun. I don't have repeal, so it's just Teferi. Because tinkering is just like not very good right now. It's just 3-ball is just, I don't have that many. I have 2 ways technically to deal with 3-ball, and I used one already. If I were to like, I guess I get 6 looks. It's probably good enough. Yeah, I got 6 looks on my top, so. And then I still need help, but. I guess I technically have 9 looks, but I don't. I think at some point I'm running out of mana here is gonna kill me. No Teferis. Right, because now if I spin again, I don't even have the mana to play it. All right. Yeah. I still don't hate my play, but 3-ball was a bit too much, I guess. All right, well. Swords, balance, Disenchant. Sphinx. Narset. Cluster. Remora. Misstep. Probe. Sure. Yo, appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. Because if I shuffle once more, I don't actually have 3 mana anymore to cast a fairy. Oh, you want a blind draw. So the problem with that is after I cast a fairy, if I blind draw and cast a fairy, then I don't actually have a way to progress. Like I don't have a follow up anymore. But you're right, I should probably still do that, even though it probably doesn't work. Yeah, you want to keep in Bolus. Like your main plan against mono white is to combo kill them. I actually think Sphinx is not actually very good against mono white, but it's nice to have an option to Sphinx. Well, I mean, Fragmentize is pretty close to Disenchant. The only thing with Fragmentize is I like being able to play this at instant speed, and the one colorless mana is not a huge barrier. Swords. I have no planes in my deck. This hand is just not very good. Yeah, I have a legacy deck that I'm gonna borrow for 4 seasons. Should be no problem. I think this has to be kept, but I definitely am not thrilled about it. They revealed a Chancellor of the Annex. Man, that is super annoying here. I can't play my Soul Ring on turn 1. I think if they Wasteland a Tundra, I would be okay with it. Seems like I wouldn't mind that. Oh, yeah. That's come up before. One of the things that Nature's Chant can't do is it can't kill a Sphinx of the Steel Wind, which is a fairly narrow thing that doesn't come up very often. But yeah, this was discussed. I think my Mox winning list or one of my PTQ winning lists had a Disenchant, and someone was like Nature's Chant, and I was like maybe, but then we came up with a couple of reasons why it wasn't going to be a good idea. I can repeal a Chrome Mox. That's fun. It's good value. Man, we are just getting murdered by mono white. This matchup is supposed to be fairly good, but man, we have just been getting wrecked. Are they gonna play like uncounterable Thalia into uncounterable Archon? Oh my god. Maybe today is not the day to play Magic. Maybe I'll go back to bed. Oh, they just don't have a 3-drop after? Interesting. It's a pretty good draw, all things considered. I wonder if there's value here in bouncing this Black Lotus. It's unfortunate I can't bounce this Thalia right now, but I could still bounce this Chrome Mox, but they have a Black Lotus. What's the point? This is just a pass. I mean, I have like a decent hand against what's happening here, but So, I mean, I expect their hand to contain either like a bunch of lands or Seasoned Dungeoneer, right? Both of those things are bad for us. Yeah, I mean, the problem is like we saw last game how value cycling a repeal can come back and bite us when we're not playing that much ways to deal with things. Like, I just don't think that, like, I don't think we're stopping any plays on this. Like, they didn't play a 3-drop last turn, right? So if their plays in their hand are a 4-drop, what are we really doing taking away a Chrome Mox, right? Oh, they have Element, so they have Solitude? Oh. Man, that is so frustrating. I just am missing enough mana to actually do things off of this. So I guess I am gonna repeal though, because I need to try to find something. Okay. The problem is this Thalia is just taxing me just enough, right? So I need to actually draw the land that I bottomed as well. Man, I'm just gonna die to Thalia. Yeah. Things are bad. I mean, I have answers. I just have problems. Maybe I'll draw an Academy, right? What? Oh, they don't even have a follow-up. That's crazy. I guess I should just be lucky there's no Seasoned Engineer, right? Man. It hurts. Come on, give Justin an Academy. He deserves it. I mean, technically they can't cast anything in their deck that's not a human right now, right? So they can only cast, what, Thalia and Seasoned Dungeoneer? Like, every other 3-drop in their deck they can't cast because they don't have any white mana. Please. Please give me a fetch land. Or an Academy. Alright, fetch land it is. These are good. These are good. I think I want swords and then Alta Fairy. And hopefully they just miss a couple more turns. Can't swords anyways here, so it's fine. All right, if they can miss for like 2 or more turns, we can replay the game again. I do probably need to end of turn swords with Thalia though, so they can't have a second Thalia. Unless, of course, I draw just land this turn, right? PO. All right, I mean, I have a plan. They miss for another turn. I end of turn swords Thalia. I play Teferi. I bounce Null Rod, and I win. That's a plan. I'm sure something will go wrong. They drew Wasteland. Yeah. Okay. Oh, they can't cast anything. They don't have any, like, they don't have white. They have to draw white mana, right? What did they draw? They drew a Seasoned Engineer? They drew a Lauren. Oh, I guess technically that is a human as well. Okay. Sure. All right, well, now things are a little bad, I must admit. I guess I can swords now, so... Yeah, I mean, the Elemental Cavern name was something. The problem is I still can't cast anything very good here, so... Do we have Prismatic Endings? No, I don't play that card. We have a Disenchant. We have a Teferi. Like, land drop still lets me do powerful things here as well. Vampiric Tutor. All right, well. I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to get Ancestral. Man, I could have vamped for Academy, huh? That would have been sweet. Maybe I should have just done that anyways. I had a choice to do that, right? I could have done that. What'd you draw? Is a 3-ball? That would be so silly, right? Oh no, I drew vamp for turn. Sure. They have I feel like they have just drawn really awkwardly for us. Academy? It just feels like we were pretty unlucky to lose these games. But it is what it is. What else did I draw? Another null rod. Oh. Thanks. Okay. It's not like they drew well. True. That is true. I'll try. Like, if they named Elemento, they clearly have a Solitude, right? So I don't even think a Sphinx is saving me. Should I just, like, play Teferi, bounce Lauren? I feel like that gives me the most time. Like, who cares if I lose any Moxen at this point? There's just no way I'm clearing out 2 null rods. If I had drawn a land earlier in this game, it feels like it was a pretty straightforward win, huh? But we just missed the turns we needed to hit. They might even activate here. No? I guess this doesn't stop Solitude because of Trinisphere. That's pretty funny. It would stop the Solitude. I guess the Academy isn't even good anymore because they've blown up so many of my artifacts. I drew the Tinker. So... I mean, we just Tinker and then... I don't think anything is saving us, right? And even if they do... Like, if they pitch cast an elemental, I could force it if I had 3 mana and... You know, it's just... There's just no... Do I have the liberty to make that play? Like, the moment they draw a white source, I die, right? I'm not sure I have the liberty to play Lavinia. It's probably close, though. It's really technically my only, like, counterplay, right? Yeah, they would never name elemental unless they had it. So, all right, they're just coming in. They're coming in at Teferi. I'll just block. It's fine. Does this mean they have like another Lauren, or oh, they just have another Lauren? Okay. That must have been the weirdest draw. Yo, what's up, Devin? Woo! Welcome, everybody. Playing some vintage today. Dying horribly. All right, I'm going to tinker for his Sphinx and pray something goes well. End of turn tinkered. Oh, yeah, I have a Teferi. I guess that's true. No, I was thinking not about the game. Yeah, I could wait. I mean, I can't I could end of turn tinker. That is true. I should probably have done that. No, I could have. I could have, chat. I could have. I was greeting Devon. Playing badly. I could have also tinkered in middle of combat and ate the Lauren, right? All right, they definitely have a Solitude that they're trying to cast, but they can't because of Trinisphere. Now they will be able to cast. It would have bought me some decent time to play a Sphinx end of turn, because they probably would have played a spell. All right, they hit they actually hit a Strip Mine, which is not a mana to cast hard cast Solitude, which is funny to me. But it is really bad because I am not going to be able to play spells again. Good lord. Oh, Cavern on Elemental for their Trinisphere. Got him. I guess I would never be able to force it. That's funny. The fact that they keep in Solitude versus me is... Sure, man. Whatever makes you happy. But yeah, we definitely could have played around this and gained myself. I mean, we actually couldn't play around this, right? They would strip mine us, and then we would play this, and then it would have all ended up exactly the same. Yeah, I mean, it would have all ended up exactly the same because they drew strip mine for turn. If they hadn't drawn strip mine, of course, then things change. Man, now if I draw Academy, I don't even have any Moxen, so I have so few draws that let me play the game of Magic. Man, this is some rough 3-ball games. This is I mean, my opponent hasn't even drawn that well. They've drawn 0 white sources. Oh, I thought I had 8 cards. It's just a weird game of Magic. It happens. 3-ball definitely makes for some odd things. We had a window, and we just were not able to win in our window. So that's what this matchup is all about. Windows and making the right plays through window. They have a Thalia happening here. Is that what's happening? Yeah. We're running out of time. Like I said, we don't even have that many draws that get us there either. I hate this game. Man. That's just like so savage. It's just so, it just hurts in every conceivable way. uh, man, that was peak silliness. Yeah. Oh, not the best start. Okay, round two, we're up against what should probably be the Lurrus Turbo Vault Key deck. I actually like this kind of trap negation hand against that deck, so we're going to keep this. Again, another hand that doesn't do anything off the start, but I can't imagine that I wouldn't want to keep this kind of hand against what my opponent is typically deploying here. Sapphire spell 1, Key spell 2. Pass? Good lord. Yogwill is definitely not the best draw. Definitely was looking for an off-color Moxin so I could hard cast negation there. But Soul Ring spell 1, yeah. Key untap Sapphire, play Thoughtcast probably. Oh no, key untap Soul Ring, put Lurrus in hand. Good lord. Opponent is scraping by here. Imagine if I just countered this Mox. Crazy. All right, got the off-color Mox in. So, I mean, now I've got counter spells for days. What do we got? Second key. Yeah, okay. Sure. Pass. Ah, yes. What a deck. Uh-huh. Thanks. I'm just gonna play the top and pass. Hold open all my stuff. And then we can spin end step, look for a powerful spell. It's the coveted jewel timeline. All right, they hit a land drop, but they're still not playing anything. Okay. Yeah. Just gonna spin and get another blue source. And that gives me 6 mana. I guess that leads to see if I can spin again. Yeah, and any payoff spell here does the trick. Mystical Tutor, Tinker probably. Mystical Tutor is one of the worst ones because of how low efficiency it is, but I kind of feel like they're going to end up turn PO here, which is fine. We have a Flusterstorm. Oh, end of turn Vamp. Sure. I want to fight on their turn. I have a trap, you know. So this might just be Time Vault, or maybe it'll be like Black Lotus for Lurrus or something. Okay. I think they can technically pay for this. Untap key. Yeah, they can fully pay for this. And then if they have a if they have, yeah, I mean they can't win the game on this turn. That wait, what's happening? I would have just made. Did they mess up and they target the wrong thing? No, they're okay. That doesn't make sense. You should just untap the Soul Ring twice and make 4 mana to pay for the Flusterstorm. So what I'm still trapping this entire board here because I want to exile the Time Vault. It's basically impossible for my opponent's deck to really win games where the Time Vault is exiled. So this is like a pretty solid trap. And they have 1 card in hand, so I can just draw, play Mystical, and then Tinker. So far, the Mindbreak Trap negation flex slots coming up pretty big. Normally, I would tinker away the opal, but my opal is my black mana here, so I would probably just tinker away the emerald. Thanks, Jusum. All right, so that's a W, and we get to play post-board games. Sabotage, I like. Disenchant, I like. I don't really like swords at all. Sure. Okay. Yeah, leave that here. I gotta pick up the charger too from the downstairs too. I'd like bringing in Needles because my opponent's deck is very heavily reliant on Vault Key, and Needles is incredibly good against them. Soul Guy's not even bad either, but we'll see if I have enough things to take out. And I actually think Camball should be great here as well. I don't know if I have enough cards to take out in this matchup. We'll just have to see. I think Fluster is actually kind of bad. Yeah, it depends on which version they're playing. If you play the Sprouts version, that's no longer the case because they have things like Haywire Might. But yeah, that is the deck we're playing against. I don't know what else I want to take out, though. Everything seems to be quite good against my opponent's deck. Maybe I'll take out... I already took out a basic island. I got Island, Flusterstorm, Mystical here. And I'm looking to bring in, like... I guess we don't have to bring in Soul Guide. I would like to bring in Camball, though. So maybe the answer is... I know, Lavinia is super good against them as well. And it doesn't even have to be on turn 1 because they play things like Thoughtcast and stuff. Yeah, we can take out. We actually totally can take out Mentor here. Doesn't really do anything. I have answers to address Saga tokens anyways. Yeah, I actually agree. I think Mentor is totally fine to cut here. Force Land Disenchant. Man, this Yogg-Will just keeps appearing in my hand, huh? This hand is like a really sus. What? I think it's probably fine. I've kept some pretty medium hands today, though, so maybe I should be mulliganing harder. Academy. I'm jelly. Disenchant quite strong against the card Urza's Saga. I know, it's crazy. I know no one knew it was an enchantment. Everyone just thought it was another unkillable land, but destroy target enchantment does kill Urza's Saga. Who would have thought? Sure. How do I decide? You just pick the best one. think I'm just gonna snap off a force on this, especially if they don't have Flusterstorm mana. Oh, come on. Really? Red Elemental Blast off of Mox Ruby? All right. Why not? Sure. What a life these people live. I guess I should... I don't think I'm supposed to play around Negation as much as I should play around Flusterstorm, so casting it on my turn makes sense to me. Uh-oh. PO, kill me? I couldn't get the Narset down fast enough. I guess I technically could have gone Narset this turn and tried to hit, like, Mox Opal to cast Disenchant. It's kind of an interesting idea. Maybe I should have done that. Wow, we are POing? Guess they could technically buy Lurrus and play Lurrus if they use this for black mana. Jeez. the one who resolves the ancestral. Not good for the home team. Yeah, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should have just played Narset and tried to scam an Opal. All right, so they're still going to play Lurrus. Which doesn't really matter too much right now, but it definitely starts to matter when they start trying to play Vault Key. But see what happens. New Opal, huh? That's technically an extra 2 mana. Well, the problem... Yeah, I probably should have just done it. I didn't really expect my opponent to PO kill me, though, because they had to top deck a Moxen, you know? Like, they literally top decked the card they needed to cast PO for 3, right? Like, it's not like they just had that the whole time. Wow, they actually went for top instead. My opponent didn't have it, though. They top decked it. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't believe they didn't go for, like, Time Vault or something there. But I mean, looking back, I think it was probably a mistake. I should have just jammed Narset anyways. Like, my opponent can play top deck PO or Thoughtcast or any of these things, right? So it's probably a mistake to not play Narset there. Playing Narset into, like, an active Saga is pretty sus, though. But I guess I get 2 activations of it, so maybe it doesn't really matter, right? I'll be able to deal with it. My opponent could just whiff here. If they just, like, don't find a, Wait, what did they do with this engineer this turn? Why didn't they just replay it off top? I guess they can replay the Opal off Lurrus. Yeah, I don't know. My opponent does have the top deck here. But I guess we technically have to top deck as a little bit as well, so. Yeah. Things are falling apart, but my opponent's deck doesn't really win very fast, which is nice. So I can technically Yogg-Will and Disenchant. I can just Teferi to buy a turn. Really don't want to use this Yogg-Will yet, to be perfectly honest. It's a little sus. I don't like that. just gonna Teferi and cash it in for a turn with this Saga. I guess they could just have a hard cast as well. But yeah, opponents I got all kinds of artifact and enchantment lands I can bounce. All right. I mean, we're one like powerful spell away from just winning this game too, so. Ooh, is opponent going to activate the Goblin Engineer and get the draw? Oh, the value. Look at the value. You love to see it. This feels so unnecessary, but maybe it's correct. Get one card deeper, right? Oh, wait, we did that in our upkeep? Okay. I feel like I wouldn't want to do that in my main phase. I mean, the minute they draw another PO, we do die, so. Classic PO mirrors. The one who casts the Reb off of the Mox Ruby is the winner. Rest in peace to Fairy. He lived a good life. Died doing what he loved. Bouncing Urza Saga. I just feel like my opponent's gonna find like a counter. Like if they don't find a PO, they find a counter spell, right? So feels pretty hard. But we'll see. I mean, technically we could draw Ancestral into Yogwill or something, right? Yeah. PO into Yogwill. All right, well, I'm gonna do that. Because that gives me enough mana to continue playing the card game. So this is 7. So I'm going to start with a Teferi. And then I'm going to go into a Narset. And then... I think I'm just going to... I'm going to Narset first and see what we need. What if I Teferi first? I can draw PO. But I could also Teferi my Mana Vault. Might even be best. Drew a land. So I don't need to replay this right away. So now I can't draw PO. Man, that's kind of stinky. I drew Ancestral. All right, so I actually don't get to do Disenchant in this sequence. I feel like the sequence was the highest variance, but the highest upside. So, like, if I hit a PO off of my Teferi, then I actually can play it and win the game. Whereas if I, like, you know, disenchant their thing and bounce their Lurrus, then I have, like, problems. Is Therapy played in non-dredge right now? No. I don't think there's a compelling reason to be playing Red Elemental Blast that I can think of, but... Not that I know of. Maybe Misdirection. Misdirection is seeing a little play, but that's probably not a good reason. Yeah, I'm aware. If I bounce the Lurrus, then the Narset lives, but I don't know if that matters, to be perfectly honest. Like, I got my payoff from my Narset, right? They're not even gonna kill the Teferi? I guess that means they're winning, right? I don't know. I think it's better. The fact that my Teferi had resolved made it better for me to just go for the high roll. Like, any turn I give my opponent here is horrible for me. I wanted to try to win the game on that turn if possible. So, and this line let me top deck a PO off of my Teferi. I mean, my opponent's about to draw 8 million cards, huh? The nice thing is that if we do get a turn, we have an active Teferi and an Ancestral. So there's actually a pretty decent chance if they pass the turn, we win. Yeah, I understand. I understand. I mean, they might not like even need to go any deeper, right? They have a top. They can look 3 cards, but they are drawing like 10 cards instead, so. You might, there's definitely value in your line. I don't think it's bad line. I'm very surprised they chose to get an extra card off the engineer instead of attacking Teferi. Like, there's almost no chance they're not going to find a counter spell. So I think attacking the Teferi is just better because that's going to get you. You could. My opponent can remove my planeswalkers and stop me from winning the game, and they'll still win the game, right? They don't need to win the game on this turn, but now the way they attack, they kind of do need to win the game on this turn. So it's kind of sus in that way. Like, I don't really like the line my opponent took. I think I would have rather just killed both planeswalkers. You still get to draw like 5 or 6 cards. Yeah, but they don't have to do that. Like, I think I am much more incentivized to do that, whereas they don't need to win the game on this turn. Simply passing with a counterspell is like probably good enough. No, they have to take Narset off the table. Oh, but yeah, taking Teferi 3 was better than a card. Oh, they found a PO, so it doesn't look like it matters. But yeah, I mean, if they find a PO, they win. So there's like definitely upside to drawing more cards. Their PO is much more lethal than mine. Which game is this? Oh, nice. We have another game. This entire game, unfortunately, just comes down to the fact that my opponent resolved an Ancestral on turn 1 in the PO mirror. I guess maybe I have to play Flusterstorms. I really don't want to play Flusterstorms, but I guess I have to. I just find them so bad here, but maybe we'll just play like one. It's not like we're a Saga deck. Maybe we'll just have a tutorable Needle, and we'll just keep one of them in. I just feel like all of these cards are good against my opponents. It's really hard to cut. Yeah, just simply being able to name Time Vault with 1 should be more than sufficient. And we're on the play here. And now, have fun. Love you too. All right. Let's try again. Yeah. Can I please hit a nice little Black Lotus off my Gataxian Probe here? I deserve it. Pearl, Opal, Ruby, Land, Pio. Man. Yeah, I guess so. My opponent's been keeping hands that are much better than mine. Very sad. We're just going Goblin Engineer. I kind of just want to let this resolve and let them put the Time Vault in the yard and then just needle it. That does, like, I do have to draw, like, a land, though, if I do that. It's kind of frustrating. I guess I have a force, so as long as they don't draw their own, like, Reb on the turn. I assume they're just going to play everything out here. All right, Moxen. Mana Crypt. All right, Mana Crypt's a good draw. Does threaten my life total, though. No. My opponent is playing a Lurrus deck. There's no world where you can Needle Engineer. They don't have that much value off of Engineer anyways. That's why I was letting them search first. Against this opponent's deck, you always Needle Time Vault because they have Manifold Key and Voltaic Key in their deck. And then they also have Engineer and Lurrus. So you just name Time Vault. You don't get cute with it. All right, so this is Pio with no mana floating. We get to fluster it. And I actually think we're in a pretty strong spot in this game. Simply drawing some Moxen will put us really, really nice spot to just Pio and win. Opponent has a lot of mana, but they didn't have so many payoffs. I mean, they had a good number of payoffs, actually. We just had a lot of counter spells. And we got pretty good value off that Flusterstorm. They found the Black Lotus. Sick. I'm just going to get this Narset going. Moxen here for Pio. Yeah. Yeah. Question is, do I pick up my Narset? I don't think so. I think I just can let it take 2 hits and then maybe pick it up later. Remora. That's a fun one. What, 2 cards in hand. They can get their Lurrus. If they find a mana, they can play Lurrus. I would probably force Lurrus. All right. Really? We're going to go Time Walk Pay? Yeah. Okay. I mean, unfortunately, 2019 Esper Pio is just gone with the times. All hail the coveted jewel. Time Walk certainly makes my Narset line worse. So I do feel a little silly. All right, Lurrus into hand. I think I'm just going to force Lurrus. Feel like this game is a lot easier if the Lurrus doesn't go into play. Though it does leave me with nothing, right? But, I mean, the minute I draw Pio, we're winning again. Trap. I don't think I want to play a Mana Crypt out. But my opponent can just pay for all their spells. It's kind of crazy. I think I might lose this game, to be honest. Not really convinced I'm in a good spot anymore. Maybe not picking up the Narset was really bad. Could always just draw Yogwill and then replay the Narset. Good value. Land go. All right. Good cards? Man, I don't know. I think this is bad for me. My opponent should probably put the Time Vault in play. Uh-oh. Did they draw something that kills my needle? I was about to say, they can put the Time Vault in play so that I can't pick up my needle with PO. Yeah, my opponent does have 200 mana. True. Factually accurate statement. All right, we drew the Yogwill. Now we're cooking. 1993. All right, so if I go crack fetch, play Yogwill, replay fetch Lotus, PO. Yeah, I could wait until next turn, drop my Remora. We should have let the Remora go. we didn't know what we were drawing. We could just wait and let the Remora go next turn. You should see into the future and know exactly what you're drawing. I feel like they might have even drawn Force of Will here, which would be quite problematic. All right. Fetch. Lotus. Probe. They just have an Opal in their hand. So Narset or PO for 1, 2, 3. PO for 3 just should be better. Is it? I only get one guaranteed Narset activation. Best draw being Ancestral. No, I think I still want a PO because I can pick up my Mana Crypt as well. Maybe that's silly. Maybe I should just play Narset. Hey, I would have found Ancestral off my Narset. God bless. Oh, boy. I'll just discard this. I mean, this Remora is just terrible, right? I don't need this Remora. Oh, okay. I was like, what's going on? What did I miss? I'm never gonna use a blue mana to play Remora, right? All right. So what's my path to victory here? I took out the Mentor. So it's just like draw a lot of cards. I don't think I'm supposed to vamp. I can't even think of anything I would want to vamp for. I don't have any win cons in the deck, no. It's just like draw my deck, play a bunch of cards. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Everything, this is fine. You don't need a win con. Win con are for losers. Who wants to win? I'm the reason you're not allowed to scoop against PO? Maybe. Well, I can't Citadel them twice because I used my Yagwil. But it's a good idea. You're thinking of a good idea for sure. I'm just gonna get rid of this mana grip. I don't need this in my life. I got a cam ball. I think I'd rather have this in play, I guess. I believe we have assembled the winning combination, a 2/3 that attacks. Got him, boys. What is Magic the Gathering? What is Vintage? This is the high power format? No. This is 2 3s for 3, the format. They draw PO? I'll drain you. Are you sure? Drain you. Always yield. All right, I'm gonna force this. Pitching. I don't know. Steel Sabotage. I can't hardcast. I actually don't have the mana. I don't know their hand at all. What are you talking about? I know Goblin Engineer and an Unknown, right? I probed them? Oh, so they have another Mox? True. I thought they played it. Are you sure that was... Didn't we probe them earlier? I couldn't hardcast Force anyways. And so they playing 2 spells. It's fine. Everything is fine. Do not worry. God. All right. So I'm going to go black, black, black. Bolus's Citadel. Tinker. Is Tinker worth casting? I think the answer is no. I'm just going to fetch. So I'd love a Teferi or a Snapcaster or a Lavinia or something, or just Blank Moxen Academy. Here's a Lavinia, sure. That'll help speed up the clock. All right, I think we're doing it. I think we're doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I hit some Moxen, I can probably activate Citadel soon too. Draw another PO? Oh, probe. No. No. See? Who needs win conditions? Win conditions are overrated. I don't need win conditions. Oh my god, Camball drains me and I get to get a bunch of life back. Oh. That's a feel-good moment right there. The real boomer tech coming into play. Okay, here we go. Round 3 now. How many players end up in this challenge? 59. Perfect. Don't need to play an extra round. What do I got? Man. Oh, this is a silly hand. All right. Maybe they'll play some things into my Remora. I just need to hit one land, right? No, that's absolutely true. One of my best videos recently was the Fairy Mastermind one, where I have Yuta going like this, and there's a big red arrow, like extra 2,000 views, no problem. No, number of rounds in the event is based on the number of people who sign up for the event, not who are still in the event. So 59 players signed up, so we only have to play 6 rounds of Magic. Okay, so if I get wastelanded here, I guess I can concede. So maybe this is... I find it extremely hard to not keep a hand that has Force Tinker. You know? Like, this is a powerful hand. Bajuka Bog. I see. I guess that's better for me than getting wastelanded, so... Please draw a land, Justin. Please draw a land. Or a Moxen. Nice. It's so free. I actually think we probably were very greedy in keeping this hand. I suspect it was not supposed to be kept. It's fine though. Wait, are they just gonna play? Wait, my thing's gonna crash. Is what's gonna happen apparently. Magic Online. Oh, we're back. My opponent's gonna not play anything and pass. Wow. It means their hand is all Moxen. I guess that means I'm gonna pay for this Remora one more time. Give myself another opportunity to draw more Moxen and lands. But I mean, this next turn I can just go vamp. Oh, I guess I could have just gone Demonic Tinker. Yeah, that was probably bad. I'm playing not great. I can tell you that much. I should not have done last turn. I should have let the Remora go and just Demonic for Lotus and tinkered. Remora was quite good here. This is a true statement. We're waking up though. We're waking up. It's fine. Is it better to time walk first? No, I could just draw the... No, let's just Demonic Lotus. This gives me a land drop. Yeah. Remora was excellent here, so that's a good sign. I don't know if I own a Remora. I might have to either draw one or buy one when we're in Italy. I'll have to go looking. Man, that's, I guess, not bad, but it's better than bricking on a Flusterstorm, I can tell you that much. But my opponent's going to deploy a ton of Mox in here, I assume. I guess I could force that, but I mean, if they have, like, depending on how many Moxen they have, it's like doesn't make a lot of sense to force this. Like, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of mana anyways. I guess we could lose this game. Yo, thanks. 4 cards left in hand. Thorn. All right. Let's force this. 6 mana still. Crucible is fine. 2 cards. Wastelands. They have Crucible Wasteland lock. That's nice. Shouldn't matter at this point. They have 1 card left. Even if it's a 3-ball, I have Force. Yeah. All right. So we should win this game. Shouldn't be able to brick through Time Walk here. Justin, why do you say things? Should I pass? I guess I just pass. They did have a nice hand. I'm going to get Wastelanded here, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. I think I'd rather hold my Time Walk. What'd you draw? Nettle Cyst? All right. 10 life to work with now. Land. Mystical. Repeal. Ancestral. All right. All right, now we're doing it. Trying to figure out if I want to cast this right now or just wait till next turn. I think I'm just gonna go past it. Oh, well, I bricked immediately, huh? This is fine. Wow. I still want to play off the top here. Do I have enough lands left? I do have another Tundra. I have an island. Oh boy. Oh my lord. Okay. All right. Okay. Huh. Okay. Blue. Opal. Lotus. I guess we have Ancestral. I don't know if this is like the most accurate, but it's fine. Crypt. How much mana do I have? 4, 7, 8. I want to like Demonic Mentor Time Walk, but without Demonic Mentor Time Walk. I guess we can just start by repealing first. I guess I could repeal my Mana Crypt though. This is fine. Yeah, this is good. Do I have a PO anywhere? I guess I should just Demonic for PO, really. Oh, hey, there's a Mentor. Go to 1. Yeah, that's fine. All right. I can't say that that was the optimal path to where we got, but close enough. $12 cards in deck after this. And then we just time walk. All right. Yeah, we should not replay Crypt. But we could play around that by like sacking to our Citadel or whatever. So, all right, time walk. All right, they're done with it. Okay, that was a weird game, all things considered. But I did play badly, right? I should have just demonicked on the second turn of the game. Could have given myself an extra opportunity to draw my Citadel and lose. Remora was definitely the MVP. Remora was great there. All right, so we're playing against Prison Shops. We want to bring in a Sphinx of the Steel Wind. We want to bring in Hercule's Recall. We were able to get through with no Hercules in the main, which was nice. Sphinx, Hercules, Disenchant, Steel Sabotage for... I don't think we want Remora on the draw. Don't need Mental Misstep. One more? Probe. Don't need Probe. All right, so there you go. Take out some of the Mental Misstep, Probe, Fluster, Remora. Yeah, I mean, it still can be fine. It's not really for this kind of matchup, though, right? It's for a counter matchup where someone's going to play, you know, force against me. So this hand, I've had still had a lot of solo opal hands today. I mean, this is a keep. It definitely has its risk against like 3-ball and stuff, but Sphere Wasteland, sure. I guess this does technically give them the opportunity to push something through without knowing I don't have a force, but I think it's better to just get this in play. What is the point of fetching a basic land? Why do people do it? Chalice on 0? All right, opponent, I see you. And whoo, that's a good hand. Non-land. No, it's a good hand from them. It's hype. So if they don't play a land, then I'm definitely going to Ancestral. But if they do play a land, will I Ancestral? Oh, they're going to play another Sphere. That's actually really bad for me. Another Sphere is really good here. Gonna have to hit more lands off of this Ancestral, and I don't have very much lands left in my deck, to be perfectly frank. Those are good ones. I still can't cast any of my Hercules yet, though. And I can't play my Jet because of this Chalice. So there are some problems here. But hopefully they won't Wasteland me because they're going to make a Saga token. I think I'm just going to get rid of this Narset. It's not even a card I like to keep in this matchup. Come on, please make a Saga token. No, they're gonna wasteland me. They're so good. Oh, I really need them to make a Saga token there. Basically, whenever my opponent plays Urza Saga, I just hope that they make Saga tokens. That's all I can hope for. Oh, they're tapping. Oh, very nice. This is super good for me. That is so good for me. Steel Sabotage. Got him. So if I draw a Moxen, is what we want to draw, so that I can go Hercules, Mox, Mox to Fairy. Nice. I guess I can't play Teferi because those are two off-color Moxen. But I still need to get these Moxen in play, right? So then I get my Academy wastelanded. But they can only go Mox, Soul Ring, 1 sphere. Yeah, I mean, I think this is the play. Waiting doesn't get me anywhere, right? Or does waiting get me somewhere? So they will strip mine me, and then I have to do it in response, and I don't get to play my Moxen. Yeah, this is fine. So Hercules Recall, target you. Mox. I don't get to do anything off these Moxen, but they also probably are like gonna have to hit my Academy, right? Chalice on 0. If they play a Metamor, oh, they played a Revoker. Got him. It's so good for me. Instead of playing a Sphere, they played a Revoker, so now I just put a dress down so they don't get to choose. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is so good for me. They missed a land drop as well, so I can just slam a Citadel if I want. Or I can play Mentor to Fairy. Or, yeah, I mean, everything wins here, right? Let's do Mentor, disenchant the Soul Ring. Yeah, man. Playing PO against Prison Shops is it's fun. Oh, hit a Mana Vault. Bad. They don't even want to play the Spheres anymore because they're behind on mana. All right, let's do Citadel here. The card I kind of miss is the Hercule, the actual creature Hercule. That was fun to play. Maybe I'll do another league with Hercule at some point. The card wasn't bad. I just doesn't feel like it's the best. Magic Online typically uses like the most recent token. So, that's why there was a new printing of Monastery Mentor with this token, and it just uses the most recent one, which is unfortunate because it's a kind of a little off-putting here, but it is what it is. All right, here we go. Round 4 out of 6, Vintage Challenge. Tinker Mirror time, likely. We got an Ancestral. I keep. Got lots of Ancestrals happening, maybe. Depends on how this goes, I guess. Any Resolvers plus Moxen? No? Sad Justin. Tinker? Ooh. Opponent pitched Tinker to Force of Will. Interesting. What do you got for us? Tundra Ancestral? No shot, friend. No chance. All right, we're both at parity, I guess. We hit a land drop. Land drop is good here. We can work towards Ancestral off Snapcaster. We got rid of their Ancestral and their Tinker, so I put us in a decent spot. Soul Ring is a good one. Yeah. If you have land follow up here, then they can hold up Hold Breacher. Damn. All right, okay. See you, opponent. So we lose out on some value here by cracking end of turn, because then we won't be able to, you know, change our cards if they're bad. But I do think we want to try to bet draw a land so that we can go snap Ancestral. I think that'll be pretty important. Or even Mana Crypt to just go PO for 3. Uh-oh. Or even Ponder to shuffle my cards. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think getting Force is worth drawing these cards, so... Alright, that's a good draw. We have to not die next turn here, but they don't have Tinker, so... That's positive. Another Moxen gives us, like, uh-oh. Oh! Yeah, sure, whatever. They lost their top to do this. This means they probably have Hull Breacher too, right? So if we draw a Moxen, we can PO and have Dress Down for Hull Breacher. Because I don't want to snap Ancestral into a very active Hull Breacher here. Draw Force. Okay, so now we just PO with Force backup. Seems better. I mean, if they have another Force after this, we will die, but I think that's okay. So what we didn't hit here is more blue mana. I guess that's fine. They get another turn. They get to hit me for 5, and then we have to try to win on the next turn, which is fine. We've got another snap. We have Snapcaster PO, Snapcaster Ancestral. Like a Mox Opal is pretty good. Oh, they went down the Lost Well. Interesting. I don't think I would go down the Lost Well here. That feels really bold. They went top, bottom, and drew what? Yeah, I'm just going to force it. Okay. All right, 1 card in hand. They're attacking for 3 every turn. This is a good spot to be in unless they have last card Hull Breacher, right? Yeah, I don't think I want to, because I'm looking. I think the being able to play Snap PO is better. All right, I think we're just jamming, and if my opponent has a Hull Breacher, we lose. I think that's okay. I guess they also can have Flusterstorm here, but it's a hell of a hand. They do have it. Wow. Oh, they have Flusterstorm. Okay. Let's say if they had like another one, their hand's pretty and crazy. If it has Force, Ancestral, Tinker, Hull Breacher, double Soul Ring, Mana Crypt, double initiative creature is like the best you can possibly have, right? I could have gone Ancestral instead of PO. Then I could have paid for Flusterstorm. Something to consider. I don't think I would ever make that play, but... All right, I'm just gonna block, seeing as I have to get goaded into the Vigilance creature anyways. What'd you top deck? Top deck Lavinia? Man. They're making this deck look pretty good, huh? I don't think I can win this game. I guess I can draw my second dress down. I guess I'm gonna untap this and then pass. Wow. Yeah, I mean, this went really badly for me, but I do think my opponent has all of the exact right things, which is unfortunate. Plume feels busted? I don't think so at all. Plume is by far the worst card my opponent played in this game. I think it's the worst card in their deck. Like, the best card they played Ancestral, Force, Hold Breacher, Flusterstorm. Those are the cards that matter, not White Plume Adventure. They didn't even go down the fast clock way. It was mostly this Flusterstorm that got me. Maybe I should have played Ancestral, but it feels hard to do that. All right, so I need to draw Dress Down, and then this is technically Dress Down, right? So we can go Demonic, Dress Down. Because we can't Tinker with Lavinia here, and we're at 6 life anyways. Demonic. Can't do Mentor because Seasoned Engineer exists. Seasoned Engineer is like by far... I think Seasoned Engineer is just much, much better than White Plume Adventurer. Typically when I've played against it. Like, White Plume Adventurer doesn't really do much, where Seasoned Engineer, like, everything is it's good against everything. Yeah, I mean, I have to Dress Down, so... We're going to Dress Down and then try to hit a... I don't even know. PO doesn't even get me there. No balance in the main. We're in game 1. I have not found balance to be good recently. The real problem is the initiative. Again, I don't agree. I tap black, so what does that matter? I don't think that matters. I mean, we're dead. Like, the real problem is Ancestral, Force of Will, Lavinia, and Hold Breacher, Flusterstorm. The initiative is like the worst cards they played. I'm trying to explain that. But they had the good blue cards, so they were fine. Like, the initiative creatures are not the good part of the initiative deck. The Archon of Emeria is the good card in the initiative deck. So, like, everyone always is like, oh, it's the initiative, but the initiative is not the part of the mono white deck that's good. The initiative is a thing that adds on to your Cavern Archon plan. The problem here is, God, I hate playing against this deck with 4 Flusterstorms. Like, 4 Flusterstorms is basically illegal right now in the format, but this deck just jams 4 Flusterstorms and doesn't care at all. Something like this is probably fine. I think losing that game was really rough, but my opponent did have quite a bit of action. I was like pretty lucky to have Mental Misstep for their Ancestral as well. Keep what? No, I don't think Mental Misstep is good against my opponent's deck. This is kind of unfortunate, right? We don't have a Tinker. I'm gonna do this and like get my spell Mindbraid Trapped or negated or Mental Misstepped and be unhappy, but I think you're supposed to just keep it. 7-card keep. How does this fucking happen? All right, whatever. Is Lurrus good in Vintage? It's fine. There are some Lurrus decks. For whoever was asking about Mindbreak Trap, this is why you keep in Mindbreak Trap, because my opponent deck like doesn't function unless they have multiple Moxen. I have to counter this because I just am so far behind because I don't have any mana. All right. Maybe no more Magic today. Like, how can this possibly have gone any worse? Not only did my Ancestral not draw me did not draw me any mana, it also drew me both Tinker targets. And my opponent cast Demonic Tutor off of Mox Jet. My opponent's mana base doesn't work, and it just rewards them. What a joke. What an absolute joke. They were playing Saga in this. Oh my god. Like, my opponent's deck does not have the ability to cast Demonic Tutor. It's just so stupid. Whatever, it's fine. We'll just lose to we'll just lose to stupid Urza Saga anyways. It's no big deal. Look, guys, the Urza Saga is so good. It's beating me when my deck doesn't function. It's fine. That could not have gone worse. I actually think it might be impossible for that to have gone worse. It's hard to think of like a worse 4 cards. I've lost some like both of the matchups we've lost today are super good matchups. Like, I would play my deck against Mono White Initiative and Initiative Tinkered every single round of the tournament if I was allowed to. I have zero respect for the Initiative Tinker deck, and I think the Mono White deck is a good matchup for PO. I think my opponent has hard cast Force of Will, so unfortunately we're going to lose this game, but... Sure. Like, what else could they possibly have in their hand at this point, right? It's funny because, like, I can tinker. I have the ability to tinker. I just can't tinker. Is there any combination of cards that does something for me? I don't think so. I guess I could ponder into a Tolarian Academy and then PO into their Hull Breacher. Man, I hit the dress down and I just don't have the blue mana to cast it. That is like... I can actually just turn off their entire army again. Yeah, thanks. Oh, man, my opponent's deck is so bad, and we're just dead. All right, well, it is what it is. Like, dress down's so good against them. It's crazy. Whatever. All right, rough loss. Okay, here we go. Round 5. Vintage Challenge. We're up against... I swear they were on Squee before, or on Doomsday before, but maybe a Squee. Who knows? This hand is currently lacking one of them blue cards, but it's a keeper anyways, so. So I was actually lying. The person who has Ancestral in every opener, that was me. Got him. Ooh, we got a Resolver. A little bit of a Resolver? Okay. Uh-huh. All right. Okay. I like it. I think I'm going to cast Ponder first so I can use my fetch land. Am I going to take this negation? Probably. I think my opponent's on Doomsday, so I kind of want this. And I'll fetch away the nonsense. Counter my Remora? Or are you going to play no spells? What's the plan? Can't Flusterstorm it. Can't daze it. Could Spell Pierce it if you got Spell Pierce. They're thinking. Maybe it's a Vamp. I think it's Doomsday. I believe I played him on Doomsday recently. Oh, Negation. Big value for the fish. Fine by me. It's unfortunate because if it was Force of Will... Oh, they have Force too. If it was Force of Will, then I could actually get it back with Yogg-Will, which would be sweet. Watch them just untap and go Dark Ritual Doomsday kill me. I'm ready. I'm ready. All right. That's actually a pretty good draw. I think I'm going to just wait a turn so that I can have a nice hold up negation here and then untap and I have enough mana to do crazy Yogg-Will things. Play through Flusterstorm, etc. Yogg-Will is such a good card. I feel like Yogg-Will is like constantly disrespected in Vintage for some reason. Street Wraith. Force. Well, I want this, so I'm willing to make your last card be Flusterstorm. I only have one land, right? So I should probably fetch. Yo, what's up, no? No, their last card is Flusterstorm, you savage. Wow. They pitched Preordain and Ponder to their forces, and they have no cards left in hand. They could just rip Doomsday, I guess. I mean, technically, we're both in top deck mode, I guess. Can still PO if I draw it. Just gonna hold the Emerald as I like represent force, but I don't have it. All right, I mean, this is definitely a spot. Come on! I don't even have another land to fetch. Oh no, I do have an island, right? I guess I do have a second island. I forgot. Bro, what is going on, man? This is crazy. I lose this game, I'll be so sad. Ain't no way. Oh, after I fetched? I just didn't want to draw a fetch. All right, yeah, sure. I just didn't want to draw and then like not have the lands to draw an island and not be able to use my fetch. Show me your secrets for a mana, I guess. They have Force Fluster in hand. Oh, okay. All right, okay. I think they forced this Sensei stop. It's definitely a consideration. They chose not to. Lavinia? Ooh, Lavinia and Citadel, huh? So I can get Lavinia first and then Citadel on the next turn. Gotta force this. Yeah. All right. So now as long as they don't draw like Gush, I think I'm happy. How many more fetchables do they even have? An island, I guess? I guess they could top deck another force. Ooh, I don't even have to search. So I can actually cast my top right off the top after I do this. That's fun. That was the dumbest game. How stupid was that game? Oh, man. Too funny. All right, I got a Camball. It's a sweet one. And that's it, I guess. I have pretty much super mainboarded. I had like Mindbreak Trap in the main. Um, what? They didn't have the fifth land. They had 4 lands. They drew another land, didn't they? Whatever. Yeah, you sometimes win against Doomsday with Ancestral, but not that often. Vintage it just doesn't happen very much because there's just so much happening. I'm just gonna take an island out for a Camball and call it a day. Seems fine. Yeah, they had Force Fluster land. Yeah, this is a keep, I think. Oh, wait, there's no force in this hand. Never mind. This is a mulligan. If this hand had a force, I would snap it off. But sure. All right, I'm gonna keep this hand and put this opal on the bottom, and let's continue with life. Well, the problem is if they can't go any gush lines, and the Lotus lines get a little weird. I don't know. Like Lavinia is kind of an annoying card to build piles through, but it's not that big of a deal. Like you can do it. Another ancestral hand. Sorry, friend. I have the misstep. I always have the misstep. Man, imagine cutting mental misstep. Couldn't be me. Not I. All my opponents are guaranteed to have ancestral in their opening hand. You can't cut misstep. This is a juicy Flusterstorm in my mind as well. I think Brainstorm is just a completely broken magic card. And when you can stop people from being able to Brainstorm fetch, it's actually just really strong. Well, they can still go Dark Ritual Doomsday right after, but it's okay. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? I think I'm just going to pass. Attack. Doomsday? Oh, that's so much better than Doomsday here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Man. That's so much better than Doomsday in this exact scenario. Not a good look for me, I have to say. Not thrilled with that one. I went from like probably never losing this game to probably never winning this game. Like in one spell, everything went to hell. This isn't even good. I feel like I have to like get lucky here and like let a time walk get through and then draw a mana source, and I don't know. I just do not have the cards to combat a necro here. Good lord. All right, whatever. Oh. I'm dead. There is just no shot. So yeah, I definitely needed to draw the third mana, but I can't really ask for that much. I just thought I would untap, like I would flush through the Doomsday, I would untap, I could like Merchant for Ancestral, Merchant for Forest, you know, Time Walk, try to draw land, whatever. But none of that really happened, obviously. You got it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think I can. Realistically, they're resolving a Doomsday with Necro active. I just don't think there's a. I mean, maybe there's a chance I could do like a dress down play or something, but they would have to like not have a force. Oh, we'll have to look and see what's in the zones. I technically have 2 pieces of interaction, but only can use one of them, and also they have 1,000,000 mana, so. Do 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 do. Yeah. I mean, they still have 4 cards in hand as well, but we don't know what those cards are at all because they were Necro cards, so they could really be anything. Could be like a bunch of fetch lands, right? But probably not, considering they pitched Dark Ritual, Dig Through Time. Could be like a bunch of Doomsdays, too. I guess I need to pull off a list. See how many. But it's like impossible for it to be lands in hand because they would have pitched them to to Necro. Pretty happy with my keep, all things considered. We got to misstep an Ancestral and fluster a Brainstorm. Like, it was a good keep. Would have been pretty buried. So, I mean, there's going to be a recall, and there's going to be an Oracle, and then there's 2, 3, or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There technically could be an Oracle on either side of this. No, they're not going to do the recall. Interesting. It means they're just going to go for Gush, right? Which is fine. Though they've already played their land drop. If they were highlighting Ancestral, that means the Gush is probably not already in their hand, right? I guess they don't need it at all because they have a Necro and how much life? 5 life? So you could use 3 or 4, depending on if you need to force a will or not. Though I guess if you have like a Straight Wraith in your hand, that changes things too. Oh, I mean, I just saw that they were highlighting the Ancestral, so I put the Ancestral down. All right, they're highlighting the Ancestral again. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4 Dark Rituals. How many Doomsday? 1 Doomsday, 2 Doomsday, 3 Doomsday. There's a 4th. There's a Doomsday in their hand. How many Fluster? 1 Fluster. There might be like 2 Flusters. Force. There might be like 2 forces. I don't know. Looks bad for me. Are they just going for an Oracle in their hand plus a force in their hand right now? They're passing? There's... I guess if they have no draw spells in their hand... So I can't even Ancestral them out, right? Or no, I can Ancestral them out. Wait, why would they get an Ancestral in their pile then if this is their plan? I'm so confused. None of this makes any sense. None of my plays are good, though, right? Because if I mystical for an Ancestral, they'll assuredly have a Force or a Fluster or both. But it's not like it's that much better to naturally draw. My best natural draw is a Lotus, I guess. What if I got a Force? If I get Force and I have Fluster, it doesn't really help me because I guess I could get Force off the top and then I can Merchant for a Force. But then I actually don't have enough blue cards for it to matter. I'd have double Force, but that's not even good. I mean, I'm supposed to mystical. I can just do nothing with it if I want to. I mean, that's what I'm looking at. The problem is I think my opponent's going to have a Force and a Fluster after these cards go in their hand. So Though, like, the Ancestral that they put in their pile doesn't make any sense and is completely useless right now, besides a blue card to fish forcible. So I could put a force on the top of my library and then dress down at end of turn. And that would make them have to have force. Who could buy me another turn, but is that even good? Like, I don't even think that's good. Like, again, I needed one more mana in this game, right? I guess I could put Mindbreak Trap on top, and then I could Merchant for force, and then they would play Oracle. I would force it. They would play counter. So no, that doesn't even work. Yeah, if they pass though, it means I just bought myself an entire turn. But I'll probably just go Ancestral and see if it works. Because I mean, I don't think this gets better for me, right? They just have a Flusterstorm and beats an Ancestral though. This is just not good. I guess I had to go for force and then play none of this works. Whatever. Maybe I had to take a natural draw. Yeah, because this just doesn't work. And then they just untap an Oracle. So this is completely terrible. Yeah, whatever. This was a bad line. I don't know what line actually does anything, though. I think the answer is I actually am not supposed to Mystical, and I'm trying to draw into a mana source so I can have Dress Down and Fluster, right? The problem is Fluster doesn't do anything anyways, because they have an Oracle here. It doesn't, yeah, you're right. Maybe I should just Ancestral response to Oracle. Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna act like I have a force, though. No, you're probably right. I think I overthought it. Oh, they're just letting this go? That's, I guess, they have a force back. I think they have force Fluster, and I'm not really sure how I can get through force Fluster. I just don't think I can, right? Like, they're missing 2 forces, 2 Flusters. Yeah, maybe. I mean, the chime, there's no reason for me to play Ancestral when I played Ancestral, right? Because they're not drawing for turn. So. Oh, yeah, your Doomsday pile doesn't really matter, right? It's fine. I think I should not have Mysticaled. I think I was supposed to natural draw and try to hit mana. Sure. I'm just gonna draw 2. Sure, I kind of deserve that, right? Man. I did see a Mindbreak Trap in their pile, so I could have played around that, but I don't know. Playing around Mindbreak Trap just feels so bad because you're not advancing your game in any way. What does this mean? Another Ancestral? All right, show me your secrets. I just want to play Lavinia and then untap and go Tinker, probably. Yeah, they have another ancestral. Oh my lord. I mean, they're gonna draw force. Jeez. At least I can vamp on their turn. What? Whatever. So I could make sure my vamp resolves here. It does make me weak to a second Mindbreak Trap. I don't remember if they had a second Mindbreak Trap when I looked. I don't think they had a second Mindbreak Trap when I looked. They could have. Yeah, I'm not going to. All right. They have 4 cards I don't know about. But we did resolve the Lavinia, so now I can vamp on my turn. I'm just going to vamp for a Tinker, and then they can't do anything about this on my next turn, so it's fine. All right. I guess I might only have 9 life to work with, though, if I lose another flip. But they shouldn't be able to kill me here, right? Because they can't cast a Doomsday, so... And even if they have Flusterstorm, I can pay. Just don't lose another flip. Have you been on this stream before? Hello? I know you've been here. Just don't lose a flip. Excuse me? Bobble. I didn't lose the flip, by the way. All right, so they can still have Flusterstorm after this. Is something to keep in mind, but... they can have Push or something in their deck. So I see a Remora, which makes me want to not lose my Remora, but maybe losing my Remora doesn't actually matter. To do that, I'd have to put Snapcaster underneath Jet. I guess I could put Snap and target Tinker. I don't think I need a Remora though. All they can have at this point is 1 Flusterstorm. So I want to be able to like snap Time Walk or something. Or Merchant for a Fluster. So I'll just do this. So if I just get Fluster with this one, then they can't do anything. If I do like Mystical Time Walk, Snap Time Walk. Yeah, cool. I don't think I should win any of these games. Concerning. Okay, 6th and final round of this vintage challenge. We're doing all right. 3-2. We got Grim across the table, which means mono white Lurrus. Wait, they didn't reveal a Lurrus. Are they not on mono white Lurrus? They would have already revealed Lurrus, huh? So that's intriguing. Are we taking our turn 1 Lavinia? I feel like we have to, even if we don't have follow-up. Interesting. So my opponent is not on mono white Lurrus. I don't know what that means. It could be they're on mono white initiative. Turn 1 Lavinia should be good against every deck in the format, so we'll see what they have. Could still be plain Swords to Plowshares, and I'll look silly. But just no Lurrus, maybe. Let's see. I'm excited. I have no idea what this is going to be. It's like turn 1 Lavinia is not that bad against Dredge. Workshop Foundry Inspector? Okay. Lavinia okay against that, but the rest of my hand, not great. Need to draw a Mana Source, for sure. Not an Opal, please. Not great. I don't know. It feels hard for me to pass up Pearl, Underground Sea, Lavinia, but maybe I was supposed to. This hand, I could definitely see mulliganing. If I get wastelanded, I'm super doomed, right? Oh, I got wastelanded. They can't play any spheres, though, because I have a Lavinia and they only have 1 land. If they had a sphere, they could have played a sphere first and then wastelanded me, which would have been a really strong play. Now I have a negation, which is nice, but I mean, we're super losing this game. None of our spells are remotely castable. Shadow Spear? Oh, for no mana because of Foundry Inspector, so it gets countered by Lavinia. Nice. I love it. All right, here comes the Academy, and then the pass. Oh my god, what a game! What a game is happening right now. You bet they have like a bunch of Nettlecysts in their hand. Good lord, I'm still gonna lose, but at least it's funny, you know. I mean, to be fair, that's not something that comes up very often, but patchworky. Uh-oh. Pass? Okay. Oh, boy. Yeah. I mean, that might be good later. I think I'm going to attack here. I don't think I'm blocking, so... I guess if they don't have any more spells again, then I am blocking. All right, then I would take extra damage. Oh, that is so bad for me. All right, yeah, it's doomed. That's so bad for me. I can't express how bad that is for me. Oh, I really am gonna need like a soul ring, and I don't know. We're just super dead, aren't we? I couldn't keep this hand. I should never have kept this hand. It's my fault. I'm so stupid. I feel like I played terribly today. All right. Sphinx, Hercules, Sabotage, Swords, Balance, Disenchant, and then we take out maybe like Yogwill, Narset, Snapcaster, Remora, Fluster, Mental Misstep, Probe, and a Sensei Stop. Perfect. 9 cards out. Let's try again. I should not have kept that hand. Yeah, keep. So I think I'm just gonna play... Try to Mind Twist their entire hand here. They don't have a Mind Break Trap. I just Teferi back my Pearl. Oh, come on, man. Every time, chat. I was gonna go to Fairy, bounce my Pearl, lose my island, and balance them down to 1 card in hand. But apparently I'm not allowed to do that, so. I think it's still gonna be fine, but I'm a little sad. I guess it's not. I guess I'm not playing balance anymore. Like, this just doesn't look good, right? I guess I could play a fetch and balance, and then fetch fail to find. And then I can get 3 of the cards out of their hand, leaving them with workshop 1 card. Is that better than just playing a land? I don't think it's better, right? Or sure, you know what I'm saying. That's fine too. That gives me more of an opportunity to mess it up, to be honest, but I think I'm gonna do it. That one done. Yeah, the Mind Break Trap really saved my opponent because I think maybe, I mean, I would have drawn a card off to Fairy, so it wouldn't have been like super deep. It would have been what, down to 3 cards? I mean, it would probably be good enough. They pitched Saga Tomb Wasteland. It means they have a second Saga or a Crucible or something. Or maybe they just can't Saga because they don't have a Tomb. Or a Revoker. On Pearl, I assume. On Jet. Interesting. Should have named Pearl. Strip Mine. Rude. Let's just cash this in. PO? Swords. Yeah, I'm surprised they named Jet there, to be honest. That one I don't think I need a swords. That one I'll just take a hit for a little bit here. We're in a good spot. Yeah. I don't know if I like that more or not. I mean, they should know my list. They were watching the stream, right? So I think there are more white cards that matter. So what do I want to do? Do I want to just swords this automaton? I don't really need to. I could dress down, try to find more action. I don't think it's necessary, though. Definitely can't play that. Gotta hold this dress down in case they draw Saga, right? Sphere. Let's just swords this. I mean, I could die to this Mana Crypt or this Foundry Inspector without ever finding something that's good. Could definitely happen. This hasn't really gone that well. But I mean, I also didn't draw anything of value, right? And they've drawn creature every turn. Not every turn. I guess that's not even true. They drew Soul Ring 1 turn. They drew Sphere 1 turn. They drew Saga. All right. Okay. Brainstorm. Ancestral PO. Well. So if I do this, I can theoretically die to a Nettlesis equip, but that should be fine. Yeah, this is fine. I'm gonna play that. That looks pretty good here. A little snap block if required. So I'm gonna need to draw one of my Hercules recalls at some point. Second Saga? All right, well, Second Saga, things start to get a little spicy. Yeah, Inspector in. All right, we'll definitely trade. All right, so can I get away? I can PO, right? So I can go Ruby Crypt, PO all my things back, play them all back, and still have enough to dress down. Yeah. That's fine. So Crypt, PO. Emerald. Ruby. Sapphire. Pearl. Jet. All colors. And then I can still go Soul Ring. So the only thing I can't do here is I won't be able to force and dress down, right? But that doesn't change unless I play my Mana Crypt out. If I were to go Jet, Mana Crypt, Soul Ring. Actually, we should probably make that play because if I go to 4, it's fine. I can PO next turn anyways. So Mana Crypt, Soul Ring. This also helps play around like a Wasteland, right? All right. The good news is they can't get a Patchwork Automata. They can't get a Gingerbread Man because of their Grafdigger's Cage. They can't needle mana abilities. Okay. Definitely want them to invest Soul Ring mana into this activation here. They can't just let it go because they have to play around swords. They probably just get another mana source so that they can play more Saga tokens. I mean, I am losing to a second Saga here. I can only beat the first Saga right now. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't PO my dress down back. Damn. Maybe I should have played in a way that lets me do that. How much mana did I have? I had 4 mana. There was no way for me to do that, right? There's no way for me to like play dress down and PO it back. I don't think so. If there wasn't a sphere, I mean, I would just be winning, right? So I will have to do something. Like, I just need to find a Hercules recall is all I really need. And I have Hercules, 2 Hercules, Merchant, Demonic Vamp. Wow, the playing out Mana Crypt actually saved me. That's crazy. Wow. Playing out Mana Crypt actually saved me. They top deck Null Rod there. Ooh, boy. All right. That's crazy. That's so crazy. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Black Lotus. I mean, the answer is clearly just PO my whole board, right? How much is this? 8. Okay. 8 for 8. All right, that should do it. So what I can do is Demonic for Academy, and then play out all my Moxen, and then do it again, and Mystical for Architecturals first. I guess I just have a Steel Sabotage, and I can just do anything I want. Yeah, this doesn't matter what I do here. Steel Sabotage, bounce this sphere, and then just play my go through my whole deck here. Yeah, this is deterministic too. I don't need to Yagwell. I don't need to do anything. All I need to do is Demonic for a Mentor. I don't even need Demonic for a Mentor because I have enough POs to draw through my entire deck anyways. Ten puts me to 14 cards. Mentor. Time Walk. Oh, that's only game 2. Because I forgot. I threw game 1 with a bad keep, so that was kind of an interesting game, though. If I hadn't played Mana Crypt, I would have lost, which is fun. Oh, I don't even have Yagwell in my deck. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't really feel like I need Yagwell here. I guess it's better than Lavinia on the draw, though, right? Maybe not. Lavinia is not bad against Shops. Maybe not. Yagwell is pretty good with all these swords and stuff, though. All my cards seem pretty reasonable. I took Snapcaster out already, right? Though Snapcaster isn't even that bad either. Maybe I'll keep Yagwell instead of Lavinia on the draw. Is Tabernacle not good enough? No, it's not. It's basically only use Tabernacle against Bizarre Baghdad decks. What do I have? Balance, Sabotage, Mindbreak Trap. Mox Opal. Singleton Mox Opal hand again. I definitely think I'm feeling the 2 Opal thing. I like it. His hand's got to go. Needs to be better. This hand is better. I think this hand is just a bottom Opal angle. Yeah. They kept the 7-card hand, though. This hand's going to lose to a variety of things, so I'll have to see what happens. 3-ball? Yikes. It's so bad for me. Oh, well. I'm going to be playing Team Trios, Vintage Main, and Legacy Main. So I get things on every day. Oh, man. Wasteland 2? It's pretty rough. Wow. What a draw for my opponent. I'm teaming with Dinglis and Matt Brown from the UK. All right, so I'm going to need to draw an additional land because I'm going to have to get a non-basic to swords here. I guess I don't have to because I can time walk. So I can go Tundra, time walk, try to draw a land so that I can play Mana Crypt plus swords. Is it Tundra Tundra or is it Island Tundra? I feel like it's Tundra Tundra. Come on, land, please. Yeah. It's big doomed. Super doomed. Hercules would have also been good there. Hercules. Balance is okay. But Citadel, not good. There's just no point in using Lotus. The problem is I'm going to swords here, and then I'm still going to lose on board because I don't have any lands, right? So I'm going to get wastelanded. But it's not like I can play Mana Crypt out. I'll just take too much damage. Yeah. This is, I think it's just lost. I guess if I draw a land off the top, I can't even swords these things. So maybe I have to play Mana Crypt out, and it's just not going to work. If I play Mana Crypt, I take, let's say, 5, 8, 10. Well, Hercules off the top I can't cast because of Trinisphere. So I'd have to hit land and Hercules. And then there's something there, but let's do this now in case they draw Mental Misstep. All right, I think we're lost, unfortunately. They had a 7-card 3-ball hand with turn 1. So that definitely can happen when you throw away your game 1 with a bad keep, right? This is going to blind name Black Lotus as well. Yeah. So I'm actually dead on board, right? 5 down to 8 down to 1 almost. Yeah. Playing out Lotus doesn't do anything. I have to pay 3 mana for a Lotus and 3 mana for a Swords. I just lose my Lotus. I did hit my land. So now I can Swords the Revoker and we live. Okay. We only live if they don't draw a thing to play. 4, 7, 1. Well, it just doesn't do anything, right? Like I'm just using my Lotus when I don't need to use my Lotus. Like there's a possibility I need this Lotus after I top deck Hercules, right? So I need them to not draw a spell. And then I need to draw balance. And then I need to keep going. I don't know. No spell? No spell? Oh, they drew a spell. Jerk face. That's so sad. Close. Man, what a good draw, though. That's got to be in the top tier of workshop draws. We weren't getting out, unfortunately. This kind of all comes down to game 1. I should just have not kept my game 1 hand, and then I think I have a much higher chance of winning this set. But keeping my game 1 hand basically through the entire set for no reason. And my hand wasn't even particularly good against like any aggro deck in the format. So there was really no justification to keeping my game 1 hand. And I paid for it with my life here. Might even miss top 32. Oh no. Oh no. Might even miss top 32. I'd stink. But I don't know. I think a lot of the losses today were either really poor play and poor keeps on my part or just some like crazy variance. The Mindbreak Trap was fine. The Negation was fine. The Remora was fine. The one Lavinia was good. The one Teferi was good. I like this list so far. I think this is like pretty close to what I would submit if Four Seasons was tomorrow. So I'm not too unhappy, honestly. Like with this 3-3, there was a lot of room to be gained if I play significantly or not even significantly, just like marginally better. So I don't think it was too bad. This is gonna be my video, so it'd be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'm gonna record one more video, and that will give me backup videos. Oh, actually, no, I might stream Monday night. It depends if I'm home or not. So there might be one more stream before Italy, and then I'll be gone for the Wednesday night stream and the Saturday challenge, and I'll be in Italy playing paper Magic cards, which is exciting. So thanks for hanging out today. More vintage on my YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will see you then.